Welcome to the channel. My name is Trey. I just came here to share the truth with you guys. That's why this channel is called Disciplined Truth, and today's just gonna be a little introduction. Now, when I make this channel and I start talking on this channel and posting videos and things like that, I'm just gonna be speaking the truth. I'm not gonna hold anything back. So if I hurt your feelings or anything like that, I don't really care. Um, this channel just might not be for you if you can't get past feelings or whatever else. This channel is not here to, I'm not here to be a debater. I'm here to spread the truth. And that's it. Once you hear it, you're now going to be accountable for whatever I told you. You're supposed to go out and study it for yourself. I'm not here to just say, oh, yeah, whatever I'm saying is truth. The goal of this channel is to get you to go back and study for yourself and figure it out. The title of this channel is called Disciplined Truth because it takes a lot of discipline to find out what truth actually is. Um, and that's just kind of the main focus of the channel. Like I just said, I want you to go back and study anything that I bring to you and try to figure it out and see if it's true or not. Um, the goal is really to kind of help you out, but helping you out doesn't always look like the way you want it to. You always have to go back and study to show yourself approved. Now, with that being said, this is just an introduction. So if you are new to the truth, then a lot of what I'm saying is not going to make sense to you. I'm not here to expound on that just yet. Over time, I will, and you'll start to see. But to the people that this resonates with, they're already gonna understand what I'm saying is true. So first and foremost, the truth is the Bible. I believe in it from cover to cover, front to back. I believe in all the books. Some of the books that aren't actually in it, like some of the apocryphas, which I'll go over eventually. But um, that's just kind of the foundation of what I believe. That includes the Torah, that includes the dietary laws, that includes the feast days, that includes all of those sorts of things that are in the Old Testament. I believe in the Old Testament just as much as I believe in the New Testament. I take it all in and I try to do all of it as best as I can. A history lesson for you. Yahusha, or what the world calls, or who the world calls Jesus, was a real person. Everything he came and said and did was the truth. All the miracles that he did, all of that did happen. As I said before, go out and test it out. Go out and study it. You'll figure out what I'm saying is true. Um, so I try to do my best to listen to whatever it is he said to do, as well as live in the way I know he lived, which, like I said, was, I know he believed in the old prophets. The New Testament obviously wasn't written when he was alive, but he was following the Old Testament. So that is what I'm going to continue to try to do. While he was here, he said nobody can get to the Father except through him. And I know that there's a God who exists. So I'm going to listen to whatever that man said to do. He was the only one in history who prophesied his death, did miracles, did many things, was prophesied to come and actually came. That's how I know it's the truth. Even in the world we live in, nothing you do is real. Nothing you do is actually true unless you have a witness. It's the same way in court. It's the same way if you go to the store. If you go to the store and you buy a pack of Skittles, you ain't really buy that pack of Skittles if you don't have a receipt, which is your witness. And he had a witness because people prophesied in his name. I'm sorry, not in his name, but people prophesied of him coming. And he came and he said what he was going to do and he did it, which is a witness. So that's how I know he's the truth. Nature is a witness to God himself, who is Yahuwah, who is the father of Yahusha. Um, and in nature, you can see that everything has its purpose. And if anything is off, it might destroy everything. So, for example, if you look at a bee, if all the bees go away, I'm sure you've seen that little bee movie, then the whole ecosystem of the whole world just kind of falls apart. Um, there's no way that if just one little thing was off in the world, everything falls apart. The only time that usually happens is because of us, because we don't do what we're naturally supposed to do, which is follow the laws of Yah, which is what I'm trying to get everybody back to. I'm trying to be a witness. I'm trying to help people before it's kind of too late. Your blood will not be on my hands. So I'm doing everything that I can before that time comes to kind of turn you back to what is supposed to be the truth, because there is a lot of deception, which was already prophesied. And I know that not many people are gonna listen to me, but that's still not gonna stop me from doing whatever I can to try to reach as many people as I possibly can. Another reason this channel is being made is just like I said, nature is a testament to Yah. Everything is cyclical as well, as you can see in nature. And with everything being cyclical, just like I'm gonna give you a quick example, like the seasons, there's summer, winter, fall, spring. Everything is a circle. Everything goes in a cycle. But as we continue to go through that cycle, things progressively get worse and worse and worse until the end of time, and we're the furthest from the beginning of time, which means we're also the furthest from the truth, and it's harder for everybody to get back to whatever the truth actually is. Also, the consequences of you being deceived or following a lie is very detrimental the further and further we get away. And that's why I am trying to be that one person or that one thing that you come across. Maybe if you just sitting there scrolling because you addicted to your phone, that might wake you up and get you off your phone or get you to go test or study something to figure out if it's actually true or not. Truth is truth, and as I just said, it takes a lot of discipline. A lot of people use truth as their own version of truth, or this is what I think truth is, or anything like that. And if you keep deciding to move like that, and you use truth like a menu, and you figure out, oh, I like this part, but I don't like this part, you're gonna be following a lie. You're deceived. It only takes a little bit of leaven or a little bit of a lie to make everything go bad. So I'm just trying to help you out and get you to turn and change your ways and truly repent and follow what the truth actually is. The good news is it doesn't matter how far you've come, how far you strayed away, there always is time to repent and to redeem through Yahusha. That's the beauty of everything. But as I just said, the further and further we get away from the beginning of time, the consequences of you following a lie do become that much more impactful, to the point where eventually we're going to get to a point where you're not able to make a choice. And as long as you have the ability to make a choice, there's always time to repent. But as soon as that choice gets taken away, which it is very, very soon, you're not going to be able to change. And at that point, there's nothing else that can be done for you. Your time on this earth matters. What you do matters. So I want everybody to put their phone down and to start to actually think and stop playing around, because there is no time for playing around. You still can't have fun. You still can't do whatever it is you're supposed to do and truly have joy in doing that. But you need to come back to the truth and stop playing with your time, because eventually it's going to be too late and there's no second chance. We used to have a saying where people would say YOLO to go do something stupid. That makes no sense. If you only live once, why wouldn't you do it right? The last thing I'm going to say is, from the very beginning, all that's ever happened and all that's ever been has been there. All that happens is things start to get perverted, start to get changed, and people like to change things and flip roles and flip this and flip that. In nature, a lion is always a predator. A duck is gonna be a duck. Everything, whatever it is gonna be whatever it is. We need to stop changing things and stop trying to pervert things, because that's where deception comes in. And the more we push these lines back, every time we keep pushing lines back, think of somebody who has a hairline that's 2 inches above his head. Above his eyebrows. You keep pushing it back, you're gonna be bald eventually, and we ain't gonna know where we started. You're gonna have to reset. But when you reset, things get bad. All throughout the scriptures, especially the prophets, they would say, woe to the person who calls good evil and evil good. And that's what I see all the time, everywhere. Not only do I see that, but I see people get shunned for actually spreading the truth. And that's pretty sad, but that's our reality. So hopefully in this, the people who are actually following the truth can start to come together, and we might be able to create a little community because we're gonna need each other in these tough times, if you know what I'm speaking about. At the end of the day, there is no judgment. I love everybody. That's why I'm making these videos, to try to get people to come back to the truth because I love them so much. If this resonates with you, then praise Yah. If not, I pray that He opens up your eyes and that you can see. That is it for me for today. I do speak very sternly because a lot of people are real life mesmerized and hypnotized and just completely lost, and they really got to be shaken up. So I got to really speak directly to them so that they can wake up. There's a lot of bots out here. I don't know if y'all have ever seen like the Matrix or something like that, but it's a lot of bots out here, and there's a lot of people who actually are seeking the truth. And I'm trying to reach those people, the bots. They just gonna be bots, and they'll be on the opposite team. Hopefully they do change, but like I said, there's gotta be bots. But I love y'all. Please. When I was a child, all I prayed for was wisdom. But as I felt the sorrow, then I tried to play the victim. You can't play the system, trying to ask for help, but this is what you're giving. You can keep complaining, I'm trying to spread the truth.